At this time, I'd like to call to order the 9th of June 2025 Baxter County Commission meeting. Thanks for everyone being here. We have several items on our new business portion of the meeting tonight, and we have three items in the work session portion of the meeting. With that, I'd like to ask Mr. Henrik, County Administrator, please call the roll.
Commissioner Gully, present. Commissioner Kinnemer, present. Commissioner Buckner, present. Commissioner McBride, present.
We do have a quorum. If everyone would please stand, I'd like to ask our county attorney to offer our invitation, and Commissioner Kinnemer to please lead our folks forward.
Let's pray. God, our Father in heaven, we're blessed to be here today. We're thankful for this day as we are every day. We do pray for safety from the upcoming storms and the turbulent weather that's headed our way. God, we're just thankful for those that watch after us and keep us safe during times like this. Those that work in public service, God, we're just so thankful for them and their families. We pray you'll continue to watch over us, guide us, and be with us every day. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The agenda is in your packet. Give you an offer. Look over that. With that, do I have a motion to approve the agenda for the June 9th, 2025 meeting?
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. I don't think we have any presentations or public comments tonight, so we will move directly to our new business portion of the meeting. First item is in your packet. You have the board meeting minutes from the May 12th, 25 meeting and work session. Okay, we have a motion to approve. Do I have a second? We have a second. Any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. At our last meeting, we had a request from the Revenue Commission for hiring of a temporary employee to support mapping and appraisal office. Do I have a motion to approve the hiring of a temporary employee in the mapping and appraisal office for the Revenue Commission?
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Any questions, discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Also, we had a discussion in our last work session about the need to purchase and install new security cameras in the courthouse annex to ensure that we had security there. And also to upgrade some of the security cameras we have in the courthouse. In your package is an estimate, cost, proposal for cost from J&B Electronic Systems, LLC here in Scottsboro. The first is for the cost for new security cameras in the new Jackson County Courthouse Annex. It'll be at 205 Living Lane here in Scottsboro, Alabama. Total price of the proposal is $52,719. Second item in the proposal sheet is for the security cameras to be upgraded in the courthouse. Total cost of that proposal is $27,015.04. This was briefed by our IT director, Mr. Morrison, at the last meeting. He has received one proposal, sought one proposal. Reason is to ensure compatibility with the existing architecture without the IT system. To get other proposals, those proposals could not guarantee compatibility. Or he could not be compatible. And that would require a major upgrade and working of the security system. We have a motion to approve the purchase and installation of security cameras for the Jackson County Courthouse and the Jackson County Courthouse Annex.
Make the motion.
We have a motion. We have a second.
I'll second.
We have a second. Any question? Discussion?
I do, just a legal question, based on the parameters that the chairman talked about. Are we fine with the bid law to be able to do this without multiple bids on this?
I think so. This, since it is attached to, becomes part of the building and be a public works bid, which is now under the public works.
It does not require bid, but it requires bid over public.
Okay. All right. Just do more. Come back. Thanks for that. Good question.
So with that, all in favor say aye. Motion carries. With that, that's the last item that we have in the business portion of the meeting. We will move to our work session. The first item of discussion is the solid waste department. About 2 years ago, I believe it was, that we made some purchase of trucks from work. We have found that I will say the braking system on the trucks are having difficulties with our mountain traffic and our mountain route. And so Truck Folks is here to make an offer to us, exchanging those trucks for a truck with an upgraded braking system. So let me turn it over to Pete from Truck Works and
You guys already have printouts, don't you? Well, I'll just sit all these down there. I did all that work. So I don't know how much you guys are familiar with what's been happening with the braking. I know it's been a huge headache for Caleb and the guys over at the sanitation department. Brakes heating up, shearing bolts. I mean, they've been through it. And we believe that that's due to the mountainous terrain. We've got these trucks all over Florida, Mississippi, and Alabama. We've got one other customer who's had similar issues, but theirs has been a lot less headache. It's been seals mostly, but due from the heat. So I got with our owner, Will Bruiser, and just talked to him and just said, hey, look, they've been through it every month. They're in the shop. Is there anything that we can do? So we pulled a proposal together, and he's given his approval on this. But the goal is to get you guys out of the T480 chassis that you're in now, which is a conventional cab, and get you in the L770, which is a refuse application cab. So, and with that, we are offering to buy the trucks back, the two T480s, for 100% of the cost that you guys spent on the truck. So you've operated them for this long in a refuse application, which is a very severe application. We're willing to give you guys 100% of that chassis cost back, with the in turn purchasing two L770s at a discounted rate. And what that would do, for $116,000, you would get two new L770 chassis to use your current body with. So a chassis with body would cost in the $450 to $470 range new for one truck. And so this is a huge opportunity for you guys to capitalize on what we feel is a very good, fair, and honest deal. We know that you guys have been through it, and we want to extend an excellent option, for you guys to take advantage of. So for $116,000, you get two brand new L770 chassis. What we would do is come pick up the 480 chassis, take it to the body company, do the body swap. Once we do the swap, we'll bring it back, get the next truck, take it down. In that process, I talked to the bodybuilder today. There's no guarantees on exactly how long it could take, but he said if we could get 4 weeks, we would feel confident with that. He said it could be 2, but he said once you get these bodies off and put them on, we've got new pumps, new PTOs, new wiring harnesses that we would swap out. So it's pretty detailed, and there's a lot to it. So I don't want to give you guys a hard and fast time, because I'm afraid if something were to happen and we got to order a part that we couldn't get. But he said 2 to 4 weeks is kind of in his mind what he feels like that they could do. So we would take the body that you got currently, mount it on the new chassis, get it here, grab the other truck, get it back, swap that body, and then get it up here. And then what our plans are with those chassis is to turn them into dump trucks and, try to make what we can off of, selling them as a dump truck chassis. Because it's pretty much the same as, as far as all the components on that. So.
When, these are the ones we spent all them, they're almost $30,000 piece, but the Jakes, we've already completed both of those.
Yes, correct. Those are checked.
When would you need to have an answer? I mean, we need to make.
Pretty quick. And the reason for that is because the L770 chassis that we would like to use are on the ground at the body company now with bodies already ordered. And so we would need to know within, the quicker the better, because the body company is on hold right now, waiting on us to give them the answer, is my understanding, talking to the vice president today. So
Let me ask a few more questions.
Yeah. So I guess this wouldn't be for you, but this would be for you. What is the plan since we'll be without a truck at a time?
We currently right now have 2 backup trucks.
Okay.
That, thank God we do have, we can wiggle around, run, swap them out. But these trucks that he's trying to take back, y'all know as well as I do, we're changing brakes once a month. And if we can get to them in time, if we don't, we're putting new hubs on, new seals to them. But we do currently have 2 backup trucks while they're swapping them over that we can use in that time.
These new L770s, they have engine brake
yes,
and they have drums on the back.
yes.
Discs on the front,
I don't know for sure.
drums all the way around.
That's
But
what
I think I sent Caleb a spec, and so
it's the same trucks, same
Yeah.
brakes that run on our old trucks.
Your 2 spares will handle the mount for a while.
Oh, yeah, we've been running these for years now. I mean, they're old trucks.
They're older strips that we have.
Yeah. It's the ones that will probably be on the auction block next time we get ready to sell some or whatever we do.
and that's another good point. So, the county, they operate our dump trucks and have for years, and they rotate them every year. Well, these garbage trucks are in such high demand. The tandem axle L770 truck, just like what you guys have, is in such high demand on the retail side that we are almost sure, we haven't tested it yet, we've got them going out. We just got this L770 less than a year ago. Peterbilt has been selling this truck for years, and it is literally the same truck. It comes off with a Peterbilt emblem. We put a Kenworth emblem on it. We sell it as an L770, but we just got the rights to sell it less than a year ago. So we haven't been able to test it yet, but what JM Wood is telling us is that the demand is so high, we could probably do the garbage trucks the same way we do the dump trucks. So it's kind of exciting for the refuse guys if they were able to keep in new trucks and minimize your expenses. So we'll see on that though.
Yes, the body swap is part of the cost.
Yes. Yeah.
Matthew, question is, do you have funds to cover this one? I would like you to say that a little louder. since-
Yes, the
Solid waste.
And a solid waste.
yes, in the solid waste fund, it has approximately 200,000 outside of budgeted revenues and expenditures that could be utilized.
So the L770, it's a true Kenworth. You said Peterbilt has it. It's a true
Yeah, the
Kenworth.
Kenworth. Yes, sir.
Auto car rebranded.
Oh, no. No.
No, we don't want a lot of
We
cars.
wouldn't do that. No, it is, so PACCAR owns Peterbilt and Kenworth. It goes through a PACCAR facility and then they put a Kenworth emblem on it. But if you're familiar with Pete, I forget their nomenclature, but it's the same Peterbilt cab over that's been out for years and years and years and years. But they just gave Kenworth the rights to sell it. So
It's the same truck we're running right now on our front loader. Peterbilt.
should be. Yeah, if it's Peterbilt, it is. Same truck. Yep.
So it would be best for us to set aside the rules and everybody okay with it?
I'd like to make a motion to set aside the rule.
Okay, a motion to set aside the rules. Do I have a second? I'll second. With a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carries, thank you very much. So with that, do I have a motion for solid waste to sell new truck works, two T-48 chassis trucks. And purchased two L-70 chassis trucks. Difference in cost will be $116,000.
Make that motion.
Do you have a motion? Do you have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. That was nice.
Sure.
Okay. All right, thanks, John. All right, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate you being here.
Absolutely.
Appreciate we've got it for us.
Yep. And I'll get with Caleb and we'll get things rolling.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
2 weeks,
What's that?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah, something like that. Caleb's on vacation, so it'll be longer.
Thank
y'all. We'll see y'all.
If you want to.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank
All right, thanks.
Oh, I need to grab on.
Next item, is revenue commission, in your packet, you have, a contract. It is, for remote hosting services and, the revenue commissioner, Jeff Arnold, talked to us, last meeting about that, and, so let me turn it over. You ready to talk to this here? Okay.
So what this is for our CAMA vendor for our mapping and appraisal software. Currently, we are hosting it in-house on a server. We swapped over to them in 2019, so our server's showing some age. It's either upgrade our server for several $1,000s or let them host our service on the cloud. That's what this is. I think they require a new contract since they are now hosting our data instead of us. I think it's just a little bit more a month than what we're currently paying them.
Any questions, comments? Can we hold till next?
I think it's okay to hold to the next meeting.
Okay.
Jeff hadn't told anybody otherwise about moving forward.
We're gonna do this agenda for the 23rd. Okay. Appreciate that. Next item is sheriff and, is a request, for a contract, no cost contract. With, Umbra or Umbra Biometric. And so let me turn it over to the sheriff.
Yeah, so y'all heard of facial recognition. This company actually does facial recognition, and based on investigations where you get something like a Ring camera or a Facebook photograph and you don't know who the person is, you can put it into this system and it will match it to a certain percentage. And we've tested it several times, and it's come up with people that we'd already identified, but they didn't know we identified them. We put it into the system, and it gives us like a 99.9% probability it's the same person. It's obviously not something you can make an arrest on, but it's something that gives you a lead. If you have an unknown person, you put it into the system, and they've got like 400 and something or 43 million photographs right now. The deal with us is they want to be able to tap into our mugshots like most police departments allow them to do in exchange for us getting 2 free licenses to do that. The only fee that's associated is something they're going to pick up. It's about $800 something to tap into that system, and they pay the charge with our current jail management system to tap into the mugshots. Now, there's some concern about HIPAA violation, things like that. The only thing they'll be getting is stuff that's public information, photographs, name, and obviously, once you get that information, an agency that gets that person would know it came from Jackson County Sheriff's Office, and then they could get more information from us as need be. So we think it's a great deal. A lot of our area sheriff's offices have them, jails have them, as well as many other states, and I've seen a lot of results. There are some additions you can get for cost, which we're not intending to do. Literally, you buy cameras that they put here at the courthouse, and everybody that comes in, it would scan their picture, and we find out if you have warrants on them. But that's not what we're looking at. We're just looking at the system now that would help us to solve investigation of unknown persons at this time.
No, you answered my question about the privacy of what we're going to be given. So again, we just giving them a better resoluted photo of what they can publicly have. So
Yeah, it's amazing. We had, like I said, we had one picture of an unknown suspect, and
we had, like I said, we had already identified the person, but they had no idea. And we said, here, try this one. And they pulled it up and it was like 99.9% probability it was him. And it was, we knew it was him because we already had made a case of the guy, but they had no idea with that. It's a real neat technology. They've also got other things where you can, it's a purchase thing where you can compare pictures with pictures to make sure it's the same person. They had one where a guy was a suspect in a case. He had a hat on, he had a mask on below his nose, and there was one curl of hair right here. And they thought there's no way. They got a 99.7% on the guy when they pulled his picture up. Guy had the same curl of hair, ended up being the right guy. It's really an amazing investigative tool. Yeah, I think the rioters are about to find out what this technology. And I would just ask that since it is a contract of such, an agreement anyway, I think y'all need to prove it and have Chairman sign on our behalf.
Does it need to be done right away?
Quicker the better. They're kind of on hold for us to do this, but I don't know what the turnaround time for getting this set up is.
Any other questions? I have a motion to set aside the rules.
I'll make the motion, set aside the rules for both of them.
Motion, we have a second. All in favor say aye. Motion carries. With that, do I have a motion to approve contract with Umbrella Law Enforcement data for data access? Data access agreement in terms of use. That's sufficient, John? Okay, we have a motion. Have a second.
Second.
We have a second. All in favor say aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Yeah, thanks very much. That's the last item in our work session, so we will move to reports from staff. County Director?
No.
County Attorney? Okay, with that,
Yeah, I want to give an update on some of the like sewage drain issues that we've been having here. Courthouse found, especially since we've got our two newer bathrooms down there opened up. We had some issues with some backing up very easily. Went through the process of scoping out the drains themselves, and they are very aged, dimpled. We've lost a lot of metal on the inside. It's old cast pipes. Had a couple meetings with Mr. Leadwell, with Mr. Green over at the city, and we looked at several different options. One option was sleeving. We didn't feel like Mr. Green didn't feel like sleeving was a good idea because we go from a 4-inch pipe and the sleeving would cut it down. Plus the inside shapes of the pipe would come out in the sleeve as well. So we would still end up over time having issues out of it because it would have areas that would catch. Currently, Mr. Leadwell, we come up with a plan to mitigate it. And currently, Mr. Leadwell is getting us a design, a scope of work, and an estimate for us to get started with to figure out, what it's going to cost, and then we'll go out and get other quotes from other people to see what we needed to do. But the thing we came up to is the part of that line we're going to completely abandon where we're having all the issues. It'll be repiped and reworked, and we're just in the process of getting all that drawn up so we can see what kind of price tag we're looking like on it. So
You know how far that is?
it's right now,
Maybe,
it's going to be about, I think it's about 50 to 60 feet right now, but it could be up to 80 feet. It just depends. I mean, once I have the scope in front of me and I see the design that he's done, I'll have more answers for you. Just kind of have to go from there. Hopefully by the next meeting, I can bring it to you and let y'all, I'll have it on in your packets and y'all can all look at it and then we can all talk about what we're doing.
let me have a little more of that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna allocate a portion of the this one. And the bathrooms that run off of what I'll call the northwest corner of the building. And we will run them straight out to where the sidewalk is near the curb there. And install, so the units will be running, tying those into that and then running a line into the south side of the building. That's where that part, or we were looking at running straight out in Broad Street. That gets to be from the courthouse to Broad Street, that gets to be, it's more of an uphill run than it is to, so.
That's what they were looking into to see what the elevations were, and that's what we're waiting on from Mr. Ledwell is actually getting, how deep the line actually is underground. See what our options are, if we can run it out, or if we have to run it. If we have to run it all the way to the manhole, it's gonna be about 120 feet of pipe, so.
So what doing it this way is that there are lines that come out of the courthouse on the southwest side of the building. Doing it this way, it precludes us from having to go under the EMA entrance, which is quite deep, and under the pad that we have for our HVAC system. The scoping of those pipes, from that point on, those pipes seem to be in pretty good shape. And so this allows us to cap it. We have some of gold going into it, but we'll have the view from, well, and this takes care of all of the public bathrooms.
Yes, yeah, all the public bathrooms are going out that side.
That's what we're going to do. We will get multiple quotes.
Yes.
I will just be single. When we get quotes, we'll bring this to you. This will be part of our building maintenance, budget line, 116. That we have. We have about $1.2 million in that line. Where we are with that. Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for all the work you've been doing. Let me ask Josh to give, if you've got anything before you start, I want to say thanks for all the great work you guys have been doing. I've been up late hours for almost every weekend over the last 2 months, I think. So anything, Josh?
We're still tracking damage reports from Saturday night. We've had a few homes damaged. Mostly due to large trees falling on them. A couple have major damage. There's been a few mobile homes, a few structures, and we're sorting through pole barns and other citizens reports that we got just a couple hours ago.
Okay. Any questions for Josh?
How are we doing tonight?
We tracked the storm all the way past Pisgah, and it was doing its best to try to come together, but it's finally started weakening.
That's good news. Okay, again, thanks so much for what you guys have been doing. Sheriff, anything else?
Yeah, real quick, and I don't know if it's something that needs to be a policy change, something y'all need to consider, but Dustin kind of by himself is a full-time security right now, and this time of year and other times of year when we have holidays about every 2 weeks, he ends up getting shorted on his overtime because he can't claim overtime if there's a holiday in the 2-week period. Doesn't make sense to me that everybody else gets 8 hours and then if he doesn't work those 8 hours, he gets holiday pay, obviously. But then he has to work overtime for meetings, but he can't claim overtime according to policy. Is that something we can take care of? It really doesn't affect anybody else in our office except for him because he willingly comes and does this, but he has to work an extra hour and a half or 2 hours sometimes overtime a year for meetings. And we can't compensate him because there's a holiday the week before. There's a holiday on Monday and we meet on Tuesday. It doesn't make sense to me that that's the policy or the law, but Michelle tells me we can't do it. And I think it's something we can probably fix. We may be able to force the overtime. I don't know, but.
Didn't we address all that in when we did the new handbook? We looked at some different things.
We looked at call out and
Call out.
We made every department equal. Rather than having one department have one process and the other departments have it. So let me look at that. We'll bring that back. But so with that, let's move to comments from the commission. District 1, let's go.
I had a chance to go up to Hicken over the weekend and look at the new playground equipment that was installed up there. So it looks really good. Looks like they've been getting some use out of that, and the park looks to be in good shape. It looks a lot better with that mobile home gone. and, rode around looking at a lot of roads and stuff over the weekend, this weekend, but we've definitely got some, road work to do, some patch work to catch up on, and, with all the weather and rain we've had, we've got roads deteriorating, so we're just gonna have to keep on that, and, other than that, he does a phenomenal job, that's, Mr. Wickham's taken over, I feel that we're the most informed that we have ever been as far as the commission, as far as the events. So I'd like to brag on them and the work that Public Works, the Sheriff's Office, and everyone else is doing during these storms with the damage and cleanup and so forth. I'll have everyone stay safe tonight in the weather.
Thank you, District Two.
And also I'd like to brag on the EMAs. I'd like they can do through storm the last few weeks. And at this time, during all these storms, we still had some strip paving going on, so that's a good thing.
I saw them paving today, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
Paving, County Road 412.
Can't wait till they get to District 1 to do something.
Yes. District Three.
I just want to echo everything that, Commissioner Gully and Kendra said, and I don't have anything else to add.
Okay, District Four, Commissioner Brown.
Hey, I get the echo this time. Echo what these guys say. It's a great feeling to be able to work with you guys, and I appreciate the hard work you all sitting at this table put in, and certainly everybody that works for our county. We appreciate you guys, Mr. Whitcomb, and everybody here. Thank you, Ms. Hightower, for showing up. You've missed 1 meeting, 2 meetings in the last year, so we appreciate you. Thank you, Coach, for what you do. North Jackson Nursing Home party tomorrow at 10 a.m. We won't be able to make that. But
Got 50 hats headed up that way.
Okay. But I'll have y'all one day.
Yeah, they said the men needed hats donated, so I donated 50 hats for that.
Good deal.
Thanks for the comments, on working, county employees are doing, really appreciate that, and I know they appreciate that as well. Just a reminder, we do have a special work session tomorrow morning, starting at 10 o'clock. It will be in this room, and our next, meeting is scheduled for the 23rd of June. And hopefully we will be back in a normal meeting. So with that, do I have a motion for doing the Do we have a motion, have a second?
Second.
Second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you.